There was no way to get ready for this. There were only whispers and hearsays up until now, but now it looks like a miracle took place. The case that Ripple filed against the SEC was successful. And this is not a story. That's pretty cool, right? Also, everyone agrees that XRP Ripple could hit $50 a coin by the end of August. You'll be sorry you missed that show. Let's get right to the point without any more nonsense. Nota bene, people who are interested in cryptocurrencies have been keeping a close eye on the legal battle between Ripple and the SEC, and it has now hit a crucial point. After almost 4 years of intense court cases that began in December 2020, a federal judge has decided that Ripple only needs to pay a $125 million fine. This is a lot less than the $2 billion that the SEC had originally asked for. Even though this decision is important, it makes me wonder if the case is really over or if there will be more court trouble in the future. If XRP, Ripple's digital currency, should be considered a security under US law was at the heart of the matter. The court's ruling was not clear-cut. When Ripple sold XRP directly to institutional clients, it broke federal securities rules. But when the company sold XRP to exchanges where retail investors could buy it, it wasn't found guilty of any wrongdoing. This difference is important in many ways, not just for Ripple, but for the whole Bitcoin business. Stuart Alderode, Ripple's chief legal officer, said he was confident in the decision, but he also said that the SEC could file an appeal. If I were giving advice to the SEC, I would tell them not to appeal, Alderode said. Emphasizing how strong Ripple's case was, he made it clear that the court had already said that XRP is not a security and that trading it on secondary markets does not break any securities rules. Statistics show that he is right to be sure, since the Court of Appeals rarely overturns decisions like this. In fact, it happens less than 10% of the time. But there is a big chance of an appeal, and the case has effects that go far beyond Ripple on its own. What happens in this court case is likely to have an effect on other well-known cases with similar problems, like those involving Coinbase and Binance. Even though Ripple's win is a big deal, it doesn't mean that all of its legal problems are over. Especially since rules aren't always clear, Ripple's plans for the future show that they are both hopeful and cautious. With new offices opening in Geneva and planned growth in Singapore and Dubai, the company is spreading its reach around the world. But the fact that they might have to file an appeal with the SEC adds a bit of uncertainty to their journey. This win sets a very important standard, but the effects of Ripple will be felt across the whole cryptocurrency world. Making things even stranger, some people in the XRP community think that Ripple could settle its ongoing legal problems with the SEC by sending $125 million in XRP within the next 21 days. This was emphasized by a recent tweet from XRP Captain. There is no proof for this, but it adds another level of excitement to a case that has already had a lot of them. More generally, Ripple's fight with the SEC has brought attention to the fact that digital assets in the US need clear rules for regulation. Alderode doesn't agree with the SEC's method. He says the agency should focus on protecting investors instead of going after cases that make things less clear. The result of this case could lead to much-needed changes in the way regulations are made. But now comes the important part. What do the smartest people in crypto think about this? Will this court win send XRP through the roof? Is there something else going on? Stay tuned, because what we're about to talk about are predictions that will blow your mind. You'll want to hear this, trust me. So, recent events have made this rumor even stronger, with some of the most respected experts and opinion leaders calling for a big breakout that could send XRP skyrocketing. Us.Thankx, a well-known figure on X, recently shared an interesting price chart that makes it look like XRP could be about to go through a huge rise. The graph, which shows how the price of XRP has changed from 2014 to now, shows a trend that could cause the digital asset to reach an all-time high of $50. XRP's price constantly retesting an upward trend line while making higher lows. This shows a slow but steady upward movement, even though the market is known for being very volatile. It's impossible to stress how important this trend line is. Although XRP has had many drops and corrections, this shows that the cryptocurrency has been moving upwards over the long term. The data from Eminix shows important times when the price of XRP tested this trend line. This made it stronger as a level of support and hinted at the possibility of future gains. During the 2017 bull run, for example, XRP went from less than 2 cents to its all-time high of almost $4 by January 2018. This was the last big move up. Us.Thankx thinks that XRP is now ready to repeat or even beat this rapid growth. Not only Us.Thankx thinks that XRP will go up in value in the future. Another well-known figure in the crypto world, CryptoRover, said on Twitter that XRP is about to make a huge breakout. Many people in the XRP community are getting ready for what could be a big price jump because of these positive predictions that are backed up by chart analysis. But is it possible for XRP to hit $50? Even though such a big jump seems impossible, it's not completely impossible. Slowly but surely, Ripple has been making connections with banks and growing its power in the global payments business. One of the best things about XRP is that it can be used as a bridge currency for deals across borders. And as more banks use Ripple's technology, the price of XRP could easily go up as more people want to buy it. And it would be a huge mistake not to look into XRP's real power, Ripple, how useful it is, and the relationships it's making that will change the game. Lots of people don't notice this positive sign, but it could be very dangerous to do so. Believe me, what you're about to learn will shock you and make you think about XRP in a whole new way. Ripple's big plans for XRP are nothing short of revolutionary. In a recent interview, Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple, talked about how the company is setting up XRP to compete with and maybe even replace the old financial systems that have been in charge of global banks for a long time. One of their main targets is SWIFT, the protocol that has been around for decades and is used for most foreign money transfers right now. Garlinghouse says that Ripple's technology not only fixes SWIFT's problems, but it could also cause a huge change in how global banking works. It wasn't hard for Garlinghouse to say bad things about SWIFT. He emphasized that it was created more than 50 years ago and hasn't changed much since then. In a time when speed, accuracy, and low cost are very important, SWIFT's old design often doesn't work well. SWIFT was made more than 50 years ago. Garlinghouse pointed out that the architecture hasn't really changed, focusing on the protocol and its scary 6% mistake rate. Most of the time, these mistakes are caused by mismatched information, like wrong account information. This can cause delays or even transaction reversals, which is a big problem in today's fast-paced digital economy. This is where the XRP system from Ripple comes in. SWIFT is just a messaging protocol, but Ripple's technology combines liquidity and messaging into a single, easy-to-use option. Cross-border deals can now be settled in real time, cutting the time it used to take from days to seconds and cutting the cost in half. For example, Michael Arrington, CEO of Arrington Capital, recently talked about how Ripple's technology let him do deals across borders almost instantly and with very low fees. SWIFT is just not fast enough to match this level of speed. XRP is better in terms of technology, but what really sets it apart is its ability to be used all over the world. It is said that over 1,700 NDAs are in place as Ripple continues to form partnerships with big companies and financial institutions around the world. A post from Jack the Rippler says that XRP could become very useful very quickly. It's not just business between these two groups. These partnerships have the potential to make XRP an important bridge currency in the world's banking system. XRP could become one of the most valuable digital assets in the world if it was widely used in this way. It would be used to support a huge number of transactions across borders, which would greatly increase its value. And now the only question is, what do you think about that? What do you think about the XRP Ripple token? What do you think will happen? Please tell me in the comments. Would be interested to know. This video has now come to an end. Thanks for seeing it. Thank you for reading. If you liked it, please click the like button. Leave a comment with your thoughts or questions. And most importantly, don't forget to follow.